And for all my returning viewers out there,
Welcome back.
to the most underrated financial YouTube channel out there,
Welcome back.
Making Easy Money.
Welcome back.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and what we came to talk about here in today's video is GameStop. Just to let everyone know, the gamma squeeze for this week is still in play. Stick around. I'm going to explain to you what price points we need to cross in order to force this gamma squeeze. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you my price prediction for the end of next week for GameStop. Also, we're going to take a brief look and check out DJT. As you all know, this thing has been seeing a major retracement here these last 4 days of trading. And if you were a part of the Discord, then you actually caught the alert in real time, ladies and gentlemen. I alerted a DJT put here yesterday over in our Discord server for the strike price of $28, okay, with that expiration date 11/15, and the current price was 75 cents at the time, and we were looking for 50 cents or better on that option play. And if we take a brief look and just check things out here really quickly for that $28 strike on the puts, as you guys can see here, sorry about that, that's in the money. And as you guys can see here, that $28 strike price is currently going for now $1.89. Again, when I first alerted this thing, that put option contract was going for 75 cents. So with that being said, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you consider joining our Discord server so you will not miss out on home run plays like you see here today. Also, Palantir is making a great return on those put options. Also, another great option call was SOUN. Alerted this yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. Call option strike price was $6. EXP 11.15. Current price was 32 cents. And if we take a brief look and just check out that here really quickly, as you guys can see here, we did pretty well on this call option as well, ladies and gentlemen. As you guys can see here, $6 strike for the call. Currently right now it's going for 75 cents. But ladies and gentlemen, we did alert this thing when it was just only at, again, 32 cents. But it did actually see a high today of $1.15. So we're seeing a slight retracement from that call option peak. And like I said before, guys, you too can get all of my alerts in real time. All you have to do is stop what you're doing, drop down in that description below, click that Discord link, activate the free trial, and let the games begin. But before we dive into GME, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind everyone out there, I will be going live on the Making Easy Money YouTube channel here tomorrow at 8:15 a.m. Central Time. Make sure you guys get over to the home page and click that notify me button so you will get a notification once the live starts. And just to let you guys know, Friday is always my best trading day, so you do not want to miss out on this. So let's dive right in. GME. If you have been keeping to the channel, guys, I let everyone know that we are shaping up for a great gamma squeeze this week. And the reason being, ladies and gentlemen, is because of the open interest that is currently in the options chain. If we take a brief look and check out that $30 strike, one that I was pointing out to you guys for the 11.15, as you guys can see here, huge open interest of 25,000. And if we look at the $35 strike, which we was also wanting to cross here, it has 11,000 in open interest, 12 at 40. But what is very strange to me, ladies and gentlemen, and that is these 11.22 calls. Okay, if we take a brief look and check out the 11.22 calls, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see here, huge open interest as well at that $30 strike. Also, we do have huge open interest here at $25 as well on the in the money calls that expire here tomorrow. As you guys can see here, huge open interest of 14,000. But like I said in the beginning of this video, we are gearing up for a gamma squeeze. Before I give you guys the price points that we actually need to cross to force this gamma squeeze here tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to show you a brief look at what's going on with DJT. I promised you guys that I will be giving you great DJT options alerts that's going to make wonderful returns. You're going to be having calls and puts. I will be dropping that video later today, so be looking out for it. No longer a wait for that. But if we take a brief look and just check out the capital trend here, these last 4 days of trading, we have been getting net outflow, sorry about that, in favorment here since the 11th, okay? These last 4 days of trading has been huge outflow overall on those block orders, and we are down over 15%. Well, 19% just in the last 3 days of trading. We do expect a bounce here pretty soon in DJT.
Well, damn, I wish you started with that point, because that's all you had to say, Woody. Woody, that's all he had to say.
But I do feel as though that we're going to ride or touch this lower before that actually happens. Currently, right now, the lower is sitting at 22.66. But tomorrow we should see this lower around $24. I do feel as though that we're going to challenge that lower here before the week is over with, which is tomorrow. But I do expect a bounce in DJT early next week in the likelihood of a massive short cover wave, because if we take a brief look and just check out these last 4 days of trading, not including today, as you guys can see here on Friday, we did get an aggressive short sale ratio here on Monday, aggressive here on Tuesday, aggressive, and we fell short of an aggressive short sale ratio here on Wednesday. Here today, ladies and gentlemen, with only 17.46 million in volume, and we do see retracement. That is a very bad sign. In fact, if we take a brief look and check out our PCD here really quickly, we do see a profit ratio of only 19.74%, which can, and that is why I feel as though that we're going to see a bounce here pretty soon, ladies and gentlemen, is because of that very low PCD. That profit ratio is only 18.79%, which means a sizable holdings are trapped, indicating a greater resistance here in DJT. Currently, the resistance sits here at that $38. We are a ways from that, and we got slight support here at 19.30. So what we expect here is, again, for DJT to see a red day here tomorrow, coming off of a nice, coming to see a nice rally here early off next week. I do feel as though that rally will cross us back above those $30 levels, and this is going to present a great swing trade opportunity for those that is looking to make a quick trade. If you're currently holding DJT as a long-term investment, I highly suggest for you to hedge your position with put options, not shorting the stock, but put options, due to the fact that you're going to be able to make a wonderful return on these volatile retracement days and be able to use that money to average down or add to your long position here in DJT, because the volatility hasn't shown any signs of quieting down or basically correcting itself. And seeing as though that, ladies and gentlemen, we did actually break the low here from Friday's trading, that is also a bad sign and a sign for a continuation to the downside. So with that being said, if you're still holding those put options, you may just want to hold it a little bit longer, because this thing has more gains to return. Last but not least, let's go back to our GME. And like I told you guys, the gamma squeeze is looking pretty darn promising thanks to the huge open interest. Not only that, seeing as though that the markets has slammed here today and GameStop is up thanks to the great news of Vanguard increasing its position here in GameStop, actually surpassing the actual CEO's stake. Now, what does that mean? Vanguard may be aware that GME is also setting itself up for a prime gamma squeeze that may result in a multi-day running situation. And if the gamma squeeze actually unfolds here in GameStop, then that's where we're going to see FOMO come into play, which means fear of missing out for those that is wondering. But a price point that we actually do have to cross is 25, which we are above that. As you all know, we do have nice open interest at that $25 strike here at 14,000. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the $30 strike, we do need to cross that. That is going to ensure that the gamma squeeze actually happens here. Currently, we have a open interest of 25,000, and if we can cross $30 here tomorrow, early off in tomorrow's trading, ladies and gentlemen, and those market makers start to cover these call options, basically buying the shares, just in case we actually execute. Ladies and gentlemen, each contract is basically 100 shares, not over, but 100 shares. So this is going to total up to over 225, basically over 25,000 shares is going to have to be bought of GameStop at that $30 strike. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, with that taking place, it's ultimately going to push the share price even higher from the $30 mark. Ultimately, we may be able to visit those $35 levels for a result of the $30 strike gamma squeeze, which is ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, going to cause market makers to also cover this $35 strike. It can cause a domino effect, which can really push the share price to the upside. And not only that, we can see open market short covers happening in the result of this gamma squeeze as well. Just looking at the total, the recent short sell analysis, as you guys can see here, aggressive day in and day out, well beyond 8%. So with that being said, obvious stacked short positions here these last 4 days of trading. Today's volume is nice and steady at 8.78 million, coming off of yesterday's of 18.49 million. So today's volume, slight low, but it isn't incredibly low. We are seeing a gradual gain on a red day off of low volume thanks to great news. And if the market does turn here tomorrow bullish, expect for GME to also take that ride, which can ultimately get us across those $30 mark, which will instill the gamma squeeze. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you agree with anything I said in this video, can you please leave a thumbs up on it? Also, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button and make sure you have all post notifications set to all so you will be alerted each and every time I create one of these videos, and may the gains be with you. Don't forget to check out my latest video and join the Discord.